Most people can just make something out of a certain material. I won't be doing it personally.
You're looking awful grouchy. Cover your freaking face. Listen to Dr. Fauci. Cover your freaking face. Don't wait around for herd immunity, you reckless thug.
Hello and welcome back to Debbie's Television. I hope you enjoyed Randy Rainbow's song just as much as I did. The word Covidiot is new in our dictionaries even. It's from 2020 this year, and it is regarding those in our society that do not want to comply with the measurements that their governments have put up against coronavirus. And that's very interesting. Here's a little look into how a bunch of collected Covidiots look, and this is obviously from our trusted media news.
Are you going to allow the government to tell you you have to wear a mask? No! The time is now. It's time for action. Thank you guys very much.
Anti-maskers, people who, against the wide consensus of public health experts, either want to limit mask wearing or are against them completely.
Oh, hell no!
So, Covidiots even gather up and protest against all these measurements, and therefore they are portraying a large threat to those who are at larger risk. Anyway, it's kind of understandable. And this little interview here with Dr. Phil, who was very much, trying to find out why Covidiots have their opinion, and also trying to convince this Covidiot that he's interviewing to maybe take all of this a little bit more serious. See for yourself.
You put more older people at risk. Does that concern you at all?
No. Honestly, just from based off of what I'm hearing here in this conversation, I wouldn't be surprised if you're part of the Illuminati or whatever government officials are pushing this virus.
Is it worth it for you to have this attention?
Yeah. I'm hearing you talk and you're like, oh, you're going to kill somebody? You know what? I'll pull up and I'll cop on you. I'm just tired of it. This is ridiculous.
What's ridiculous is your spoiled and entitled attitude.
So as you can see, Dr. Phil is not very happy, but neither is that 21-year-young old lady who is representing a Covidiot in this moment. No offense, I'm just trying to explain. And so I thought a little bit about why would people actually, say no to wearing a mask if that could really help other people getting better. I went to the World Health Organization, which is a lot more acknowledged than Dr. Phil maybe, and I checked out the guidelines on, for example, putting on a mask.
The inside of the mask, which is usually the white side. Place the mask on your face, covering your nose, mouth, and chin, making sure there are no gaps between your face and the mask. Pinch the metal strip so that it molds to the shape of your nose. Remember, do not touch the front of the mask while using it to avoid contamination.
Strip so that it molds to the shape of your nose.
If you accidentally touch it, clean your hands. Now, how do you take off a medical mask? Before touching the mask, once again, ensure that you clean your hands with alcohol-based hand rub or soap and water.
Without knowing it, I'm a Covidiot. Weird, because this is in no way I had considered on how to put on a mask. Yeah, actually much more intense than I realized, the guidelines in themselves. And so I thought, if 1.5 million people have died this year, and we are, in a way, as a society, moving into a direction to blame Covidiots largely also for the spread of this pandemic, What are their arguments in order to justify going about and, you know, not caring about the lives of others?
Don't get in my space and cover your freaking face.
Into the opinions of Covidiots and try to also understand that side, because as always there's two sides to everything, and I have found a little bit of some interesting stuff there too.
At the end, I don't wear a mask for the same reason I don't wear underwear. Things gotta breathe.
While going down the Covidiots rabbit hole a little bit deeper, I came across arguments like that Dr. Fauci is founder on the coronavirus, that he has economic backgrounds.
Made sure that they controlled the proprietary rights to the disease, to the virus, and to its detection, and all of the measurement of it. We know that Anthony Fauci, that Ralph Baric, that the Center for Disease Control, and the laundry list of people who wanted to take credit for inventing coronavirus. Oh, God! Oh, God!
Yes, and also there is the issue with the news, which I guess none of us ever really knows whether we can trust the news and the media the way that they, you know, seemingly make themselves believable.
The pace of our modern world makes it nearly impossible for working people to research the events and policies that shape their lives. When seeking answers to life's most pressing questions, where do we go first? Google. Enter the subject, hit go, and there it is. Only what they want us to see. In today's culture of copy and paste journalism, it's common for hundreds of unrelated outlets to feature the exact same report. This is not the result of laziness. This is by design.
Well, that was actually a lot more information at access than I was expecting. And at the end of the day, I think everyone needs to read and watch their own stuff in order to make up their own mind, because essentially that's where our beliefs come from what we feed our minds, and the truth, you know, there's no filter in our mind that says, oh, stop, that's the truth.
It's fiction.
So unfortunately, it is up to us. And yeah, one more thing, the rates for death by obesity are about 5 times higher than on COVID. That was quite an interesting argument on the side of Covidiots. We'll see where this is going to go. My vision would be maybe to choose less brutal, condescending words like Covidiots for a group of people that apparently just seems to have a bunch of questions on a base of some, you know, simple, reasonable facts. It's not all that bad. Take care of yourself, do what you can, and the rest is not up to you. Bye-bye.